Hi, let me tell you how a dream that I had last week confirmed to me that I'm a spiral being, not a linear one, and how that also confirmed that I'm not wrong. I'm not a wrong person. I'm not doing nothing wrong, which is what sometimes I think about myself. So in a video that I posted 3 or 4 days ago, I was explaining how I had that dream the night before about a young guy passing in a way that was emotionless for him and for me. And then that guy suddenly was no longer on the bed, he was on orange sand, and he was shifting into a reptilian, and then from a reptilian into a crab that disappeared under the sand, and I kept watching this crab crawling under the sand until it disappeared. So that was the dream, and then I had a few days to meditate and think about it and mull over it and search on the internet, and I understood a few things. That again, for the 5th, 6th time in a few months, I am dreaming of guys that die, and I don't feel anything about that because that's an old part of me that is dying because it's ending. That's a cycle that's ending so that a new one can begin. And I've already said that in previous videos. Then it turned into a reptilian, and this is shape-shifting, and I've seen so many people turning into other beings in the past few months, and this may have to do with non-terrestrial being in our atmosphere right now, but it may also be about something else. It may be about the fact that I may be a shapeshifter, meaning I change all the time, which is what I'm all about. I've lived many lives in this lifetime. I've changed so many things about myself and about my work and about my surroundings and about everything really, that people don't recognize me if they don't see me for a while. And I've said this also in some videos. But there's more. The reptilian can be a symbol of instinct, of new instincts surfacing or being built. And then there's a crab, and the crab is a threshold guide. The crab stays in between land and water, which is what I do. Metaphorically, I mean. And then, water is emotions, water is the moon, water is feminine. So the dream was telling me you are shifting into a new identity. You're closing one cycle and starting a new one. But before you start, you need to do what seeds do in winter. Stay under the earth, nurture yourself, grow hidden, and then sprout, which is what I'm doing. And I thought I was stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm dormant because something is building, something is baking, and it's not ready yet, but almost. And fun fact, the morning after that dream, I took my mum to have a COVID shot in a medical center. And in that medical building, while we were waiting for the doctors to call her, I was sitting in front of this image here. A spiral, a coil, holding water, holding pressure, and then releasing. And I can't tell you how many synchronicities are there. Because also the spiral is a main symbol in the novel that I'm writing right now, which has a lot of synchronicities with what is happening in real life. And this is crazy. And this is confirmation by my guides that I'm a spiral being. I don't grow gradually. I stay stuck because I'm dormant, so I'm not really stuck actually. And then all of a sudden I sprout and I bloom. And so I wonder, are you a linear being? Do you grow gradually? Or do you have these periods when you don't know what you're doing because it looks like you're not doing anything and you get really frustrated, and then all of a sudden, bloom, a flower. You are a magnificent flower. And maybe you too are experiencing setback after setback after setback, and you're wondering, am I really worth it? Am I doing anything here? Is my purpose being fulfilled? Or I'm just messing around? I'm just wasting my time. Because no, you're not wasting your time. Whatever is happening to you, doesn't matter how many setbacks you're experiencing, they're all part of the journey and they're all part of your path. So please hang in there. Don't get frustrated. Don't lose hope. You're learning. Your soul is guiding you, and you're learning day after day after day. And you got up today and you're still here. So you're still learning and you're still growing. Let's keep moving on together. In hips, jumps, jolts and setbacks, it doesn't matter. We've got this. Have a great day.